Peace be with you. Welcome back to Healing Life with Positivity, 24/7, 365, and 24/7. This platform is dedicated to my inner child. From my inner child to your beautiful inner child, welcome. Look at how far you've come. Is your inner child not laughing at all of what you had to overcome? Listen, let's get into it. If you are new to this platform, welcome. Come on in. I'm sending you so much love and light and virtual hugs. Maybe you want to watch this on your smart TV. Maybe you want to sit down or stand up. Whatever you decide to do, I hope you like, share, love, and subscribe because we got good vibes. I appreciate that. If you're returning back to the channel, welcome back. Listen, I'm so glad to see you. I really am. You know why? Because you're doing a really good job. I know sometimes, you got to check the temperature. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, am I doing okay? Is my inner child having a good time while I am out here in life adulting? Is it not a job? It absolutely is. But come on in here. Let's just get to the spiritual work. I always like to start these sessions out, spiritual sessions, out by taking a really deep breath. A really deep grounding breath, reminding you that yes, you are still in the world. Yes, you still have things that you need to take care of. Yes, the 3D is a real place and you are here on a mission. The deep breath reminds me of spiritual ebb and flow, going with the flow, right? Not living in the shadows. God forbid it. Listen, this is going to be the declare and decree hour. And or moment. I'm not going to say it's going to be an hour, y'all. But sometimes these sessions, they get real good. I feel like you're just sitting here with me and I'm sitting with you. And again, I'm looking forward to the podcast where we can have a real conversation, right? Listen, come on in here. I love you. I love you so much. Beautiful ancestors, beautiful universe, our beautiful spirit team. Show us what it is that we need to focus in on by way of declaring and decreeing. So with these cards, these messages, you can write these messages down or you can just speak it silently to yourself. Intuitively, I feel like you'll know what to do. You can't mess this up. That's the beautiful thing about life. Even if you mess up, you're going to make really good mistakes. And it's just going to lead you to some form of wisdom of either what to continue to do or what not to do. Nevertheless, what is it that our ancestors want us to do? So you can write these down, okay? This is the Shavi Zane deck. I love Shavi Zane. She's amazing. She has her own platform. These are her cards, okay? So by way of instructions, her recommendation is that you write these affirmations down and then you burn it. It's almost like a sacrifice. It's almost like a way of getting rid of whatever this is that needs to be gotten rid of. Could be a generational curse, could be something that you just don't need anymore, right? There's something really powerful about fire. Fire is really amazing, especially when you want to get rid of something. There are some things that absolutely just need to be destroyed. It could be a way of thinking. It could be a way of, just being, energy, essence, certain things. Sometimes energies that we picked up along the way, right? Be that from a mother, a father, something that we learned, okay, unconsciously. Now here we sit consciously, right? Okay. So this says, I declare and I decree that all fear of living and dying is destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh, right? That's beautiful. The fear of living and dying. Dying is an inevitable process. We do that every day that we wake up, right? Walking through the valley in the shadows of death. Fearing no evil, because we know that the Most High is with us. So getting rid of that fear is absolutely going to allow you to live in a way that you're not paranoid about when death is coming, right? But just really being in that right now moment, it really does eliminate the shadows. It eliminates the past in a sense. In a lot of ways, it really does, right? Or at least that's how I feel. Comment down below. Let me know what you feel. This platform is a little bit more interactive. I mean, both my platforms are, but this one is where we just kind of, you know, we take a deep breath. We're not in spiritual court. We get to have a real conversation. You get to share with me what you feel about these messages, and I can comment back. I know this platform is still fairly new. I do anticipate that it's going to get a little bit more active in the sense that we can kind of reach out and energetically touch one another, right? For good reasons, to touch and agree and or manifest together this new version of ourselves as we celebrate our inner child. That is the goal, right? That's what I see. So let's just agree to that. But the other one says, okay, so this next card, or the other one, the second card, I declare and decree that all blockages of my financial and material resources are now cleared from spirit and in flesh. So if you felt like there was some type of creative block, something that could have been preventing you from being creative and or sharing your gift by way of your purpose, right? Which inevitably could unfortunately block your finances. You do have the power to remove that block. So it goes a little something like, you know, affirming, you know, I got the power literally to remove any blockages from anything that I'm speaking over my life to be so by way of my abundance and or my financial resources. But we know that it's inevitably attached to your spiritual energy. Anything in the physical has a spiritual backing. Anything done in the spirit is also going to be done in the flesh. It is the as above, so below type of an energy, right? So if there's a financial block, what is the spiritual reason behind it? Is it stemming from fear of success, fear of lack, of not having enough? Whatever that is, it needs to be found and or discovered within yourself, and you need to pluck it out. Now, if there's any outside interferences by way of you going within, once you go within, any outside interferences and or things that appear to be stumbling blocks will immediately disappear. That's a fact. That's absolutely spiritual law, right? So declaring and decreeing this, writing this down, making it plain. Dear self, I declare and decree that all fear of living and dying is destroyed from my energy and spirit and in flesh. I declare and decree that all blockages of my financial and or material resources are now cleared in spirit and in flesh. I declare and decree, for the third card, all fear of letting go of the past to pursue my destiny are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Did y'all feel me put a little heat behind these words? I felt that. There's some backing. There's some powerful backing. Like, I am absolutely supporting myself, if not supporting myself in anything else, right? But why wouldn't I support myself? Let's just say I'm supporting myself in everything. But this probably is hitting the hardest for me. I declare and decree that all fear of letting go of the past to pursue my destiny are cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. There is nothing to stop my abundance. There is nothing to stop my truth. There is nothing to stop me from speaking the truth over my life. My words flow effortlessly as I speak into myself abundance. Listen, I encourage you. I want to inspire you to speak these words to yourself. Find a mirror. It's a beautiful thing. And if you don't have a mirror, just imagine your face in your mind's eye and looking into your own eyes and saying, I declare and decree that all the valleys and the shadows of death are done. I'm the only one renting space in my mind, and I'm co-creating with the universe and or the creator of all things. Who's going to stop this? Not me, right? It's one thing to have an enemy, but it's another thing to be your own worst enemy. Now, that is just not a good thing to do. So don't do that, right? Let's consciously touch and agree and say together, hey, yeah, look, yeah, we can't do that. If you were doing that, don't do that anymore. Hey, self, dear self. Hey, how you doing? Let's have a conversation. Don't block yourself anymore. I don't want to block myself from that which is good for me. And anything that is not simply falls away effortlessly. I don't give it any thoughts. I don't give it any power. That's how you eliminate those valleys and those shadows of death and the fear of letting go of the past. Because in all reality, it doesn't exist anymore. Ooh. Here's another card. All the cards are blue right now. So something could be significant to water, going near the water, drinking water. Drinking water absolutely does help you balance out your physical and or spiritual emotions. Shout out to the teacher that taught me that when I was maybe 19 years old. She was so educated on herbs and the body, and she taught me so much. I was so young with a gift. I didn't like my gift because I didn't like what I saw in people. I didn't like looking into their eyes because I could see their whole story. Oh, I used to hold my head down. They would look at me. I'd be like, oh my God, I can see your whole life. I was so young with my gift, my psychic abilities. There's still some people whose eyes I don't look into because sometimes I don't see no brain activity. I don't see no soul, you know. But nevertheless, we'll talk about that in spiritual court. This says, declare and decree. Yeah, this blue color. Declare and decree that all spiritual and physical cord attachments to all wicked cults, known and unknown, dark ass covens and relationships, anything buried in the graveyard, let's go a little bit further, are destroyed by my divine energy in spirit and in flesh. I love Shavi Zane. Shout out to Shavi Zane. Wherever she is, her words are breathing, they're living. These are words that we need. Shout out to all the spiritualists, the people that truly are here to do the work and help people further, you know, their assignment in a way that, you know, it doesn't have to be hard, that you're just going with the flow type of an energy, right? I love this. I like the fact that these cards address spirit and in flesh. It's giving as above in the spirit realm and below in the physical world. Anything I bind here in the earth has to be loosed in heaven, and heaven takes the order as we speak this right now. This is a lot of power going out into the ethers, right? And then there's divine timing, because eventually this will absolutely manifest if it hasn't already. So we just give thanks for whatever it is that we are declaring and decreeing on this day, touching and agreeing that it will manifest in divine timing. I feel like it's happened right now. I'm going to be honest. Let's just celebrate. Let's just, you know, put a shout out to the universe. Thank you, universe. You know, thank you for my words that have so much power, that I'm very mindful of my words, mindful of what I declare and decree onto myself, onto my mental capacity, my spiritual body. But this is so on this day and the days to come, so shall it be, and so it is. I felt like a little rush of just good energy there. Feels really, really good. Stay grounded, I just heard. Listen. Holy Spirit, beautiful, beautiful universe, our beautiful divine angels, our beautiful divine spirit team. What is it that you want us to know? I heard something about breaking a generational curse. Okay, so you and I are people. There's some yellow. Okay, yellow could be real significant. Yellow's a happy color. But you and I both are in a timeline, if you will, by way of lineage, I just heard, to break curses that maybe the people before us weren't able to break. Okay, let's get into it. I declare and decree that all external blockages created by myself, my ancestors, others known and unknown, are now cleared from my energy indefinitely for all eternity, in spirit as above and in flesh so below, and so it is. Listen, this is beautiful. I'm just trying to see what else I want to do here today, y'all, because these are the declare and decree. Okay, declare and decree, excuse me. So again, writing that down, you know, putting a candle over what you write down. These are just recommendations. I feel like you will intuitively already know. You're going to feel it. Your spirit team's going to guide you. Again, the biggest mistake I think I made on my spiritual journey was feeling like I could mess things up, or the fear of messing things up, right? Because even if you mess up, okay, it's a good mistake. It's okay. Be patient with yourself. I'm patient with myself, right? Lovingly just guide yourself right back to where it is that you need to be. A lot of life is trial and error. And in that comes great wisdom. In that, you give birth to a way of seeing things with a different perception, right? With working with yourself, with dealing with yourself, with being obedient to your intuition. There were so many times, y'all, that I went into situations, oh God, long ago. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't make those mistakes anymore. Like, make new mistakes. That's the thing about life, is not making the same mistake over and over. Okay, don't do that. Don't stay stuck in something, doing something over and over. But I look back on certain times where my instinct would have told me something. And then I get into the circumstance. And then once that happened, I'll sit with myself. I'm like, I knew that was going to happen. I told myself. Why didn't I listen to myself? But guess what? Had I not had circumstances where I didn't listen to myself, I would not have learned to listen to myself. And so that's a really good mistake. So now moving forward, many moons and many timelines forward into this current moment, here I am. I'm definitely not going to make those mistakes. There are some mistakes that I will never make again in life, right? Have had them and or made them too many times to count, that I got on my own nerves. I said, look, sit your punk ass down. This is how I talk to myself. This is why I talk to people the same way. People are like, oh my God, you're so honest. Yeah, because I got to a point in life, I was like, look, we ain't got time to be lying to ourselves around here. That is a dangerous thing. The self-sabotaging energy. Oh no, don't do that. I've done that. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Question yourself. Ask yourself, what the hell is this about? What's really going on? And so once you decide to have that real conversation with yourself, you don't make those mistakes. But if you make a new mistake, you're going to be like, interesting. You always have to go back to self, always have to go within and say, hey, why did I do that? What was my real intention behind that? What was I really wanting to get out of that? What, when, why, where? Putting yourself through that spiritual interrogation so that you can check yourself before you wreck yourself, God forbid. And this is how we master selves. To wrap ourselves around the idea, y'all, this is just coming straight up out my spirit, y'all. So just bear with me. But to wrap the idea around self, mentally, physically, spiritually, that we are here to master ourselves, period. And then you return back to the creator. Okay? You got some people that want to keep coming back again, and again. Some of us, this is it. This is it. Listen, make no mistake with your life. And I don't even know if those are the words to the song, but they're the words that I'm putting to the song that I'm singing right now in this time, on this timeline. This is a good timeline to be on. It's very prosperous. Absolutely, absolutely something that we've manifested together. So that's just what it is. I just had to go on a little bit of a spiritual tangent. Thank you for letting me be myself. Let's just see what the universe has to offer. So I just heard, you know, people say, you know, how's your day going? How are you treating your day? Yeah, how are you treating your day? How's your day treating you? You know, people say things sometimes deliberately, and sometimes they just say it because they're like on auto repeat without thinking, right? I always say, your day's going to go the way you want it to go. How's your day treating you? Well, how am I treating my day? That's something that I think we should really, you know, think about 24/7, 365, obsessively, compulsively, deliberately. It's a great obsession. It really is. It's a good thing to be addicted to by way of mastering yourself. Do it with me. It'll be fun. Listen, this card says, I believe in my dreams and my abilities to achieve them. Set your intentions. Isn't this perfect? Don't you like this universal flow? Can you feel it? It's beautiful. This says, set your intentions. If you don't know what you want, how can you ask for it? Take a moment to write down your goals. What do you want to accomplish in a year? What do you want to accomplish in 5 years? Right? Okay. The reason why I said this is so amazing is because this is so comparable to the energy that these cards have already channeled for us. I love the way that card is connected to this energy. It's in order. It's in order. It's divine order. It's going with the flow type of an energy. Universe, setting our intentions, removing all the blockages. So listen, the fear of success I just heard, okay? Really have a conversation with yourself. There's a lot of creative energy right now that somebody needs to give birth to, okay? That somebody could also be me. Let's just have a real conversation. Maybe there's some things I still need to do. But whatever it is, the fear of success, really having a one-on-one, okay? So that is like, I guess, an assignment. Let's make it a spiritual assignment. Let's do it together. You know, what am I holding myself back from? Honestly, in all honesty and truth, and why? Most times, you know what I feel? It stems from childhood, some type of hidden shadow and or trauma, where somebody else that maybe you saw was afraid to be successful. Or maybe you saw somebody successful and you translated that to fear, work that you don't want to do, right? Yeah, really having a real conversation about the fear of success. That just came through. So whatever it is, even if you have that fear, that's fine. Just do it. What is it? The purpose. Write the book. You know, write the screenplay. Shoot the movie. What is the excuses that we're making? Oh, I need a new phone. Oh, I need a new camera. Oh, when I move to a new house, I'm going to do it. No. No. Tell those excuses no. This just came out of nowhere. It got real personal. That's really for somebody specific. Could be for me. There's some things, y'all, that I'm like, at this level, I'm like, okay, the public recognition is intense. Especially for somebody like me that's like a popular loner. But I love my position. It's intense because I'm like, okay, like I have cards that I'm creating. I have a book that I'm creating, but it's all in my mind. I haven't manifested it in the physical as of yet. Right? Yeah. So maybe that downloads for me. Maybe that downloads for you. Maybe it's just another opportunity for us to be transparent. Let's keep it real. Like, this is what we're here to do. Oh, this is a good one. I told somebody this the other day. I remind myself to do this all the time. This says, control your emotions. Your feelings are choices. Next time you catch yourself angry, make a choice. You are in control here. Listen, that's like controlling energy. That's like inner alchemy is how I see that. Inner spiritual emotional calibration, balancing out those emotions. Because if you're not controlling your emotions, who the hell's controlling your emotions? What is controlling your emotions? Who's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Whatever it is, control that. It's your mind. It's your life. Yeah. So you got to live it the way you need to. Okay. So the affirmation says, I am calm and I'm in control. I like it. I like it. I receive it. What else, universe? What else you got for us? Okay. Mental detox. This says the affirmation for the day is, I place high value on my attention. I place a high value on my attention, paying attention to myself. That's a high value. I value that, which means I'm always watching myself. I'm always monitoring my thoughts. I'm always calibrating my intentions and or my emotions. This is mental detox. Step back from the craziness of the world. Take a mental detox and turn off things that do not add value to your life. That could be a person, place, or things. I'm just saying, you know, let's just have a real commercial break. People think when you, when you abstain, when you're abstinent, they automatically think, oh my God, you're abstaining from sex. No, you could be abstaining from toxic ass people. Yeah. Toxic situations. Indefinitely. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Obsessively, compulsively, and deliberately. 365 days and 24/7. These are good addictions. Listen, it says write down your boundaries and draw a hard line. Write down your boundaries and draw a hard line. That's like writing a constitution by way of your inner self. It's a self-constitution. It's a contract that I have with myself. And I'm saying, no matter what, nobody's energy by way of this contract that's self-preserving, that's helping me use my intuition. That's what's in the contract, right? Nobody's exempt from that. So I'm drawing a hard line. That means mama, daddy, sister, cousin, the children, the dog, the cat. Yeah, listen, it's a boundary and it will be respected. And the only way for that boundary to absolutely be, defined in the way that I know I need it to be by way of mastering myself, I have to implement that boundary. I control that thought. So if I catch my mind thinking about something that I don't need to think about, it's just like a computer. Control, Alt, delete it. Examine it. Look at it. Do you need it? Okay, what are you going to do with it? And how you feel about it. It's not as if these things that you're thinking about didn't happen. It's just now you're shifting your perception by way of inner alchemy, deciding how you want to see it. Listen, this is straight up out my spirit. This is straight up out my spirit. I give all praise to the creator of all things for giving me what it is that I need to say to you and being in alignment and being obedient and encouraging you to do the same. I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for myself. These are things that our inner child is saying, let's celebrate that, right? And whatever that was and whatever that is that made you feel as though you couldn't speak out on that and or celebrate that, well, just eliminate that. You don't need that anymore. 9 times out of 10, it didn't belong to you anyway. Possibly it was the fear of an adult that was raising you who used to be a child. When you see everybody as a child, life gets a whole lot different. Okay, it does. Universe, what do you got to say? Listen, time and effort. The affirmation says, I am willing to put in the work for my future. It says time and effort. Be impatient with action and patient with results. That's interesting. Be impatient with action and be patient with the results. Put in the work and the results will come. What is one thing you've been wanting to try? Start it today. Right now, do it. What else are you going to do? Nothing? Nothing's not an option. So we're not going to feed that energy. We're just going to block that out. Listen, nothing's not an option. We did not come here to stay. You're not going to make it out of life alive. Imagine everybody naked and imagine everybody as a child. Not naked children, but it breaks up the monotony. You know what I mean? Like whenever I had to go into a room and speak to people, I just imagined them all in their underwear. And they would look at me like, you just got this smirk on your face. No, they didn't know. It took away from my anxiety. When I mean naked, I don't want to see nobody naked. No, no, no. Universe, please. I digress. Okay? Please don't put that order in the universe. What I mean is it takes away from the anxiety of having to go in and talk to people, right? I used to have visions that I was on a podium talking to people. And here I am, energetically at a podium. This is how I see this space, talking to people all over the world, right? But there were times where I doubted myself. I didn't speak so well. And then I got into jobs where all I was doing was talking. And I said, oh, this was molding and shaping me to be able to communicate with anybody. I can go anywhere and talk to anybody. White, black, green, purple, it don't matter. Trust me, I've talked to that many people. Hence the fact that I got the gift of gab. Thanks for picking up on that. Some people talking, but they ain't got nothing to say. I thank the Most High that I got something to say. Thank you. Listen. So imagining that, right? But imagining more importantly, spiritually, that everybody is a child. Everybody's inner child is the adult. And now we got to be so serious. Now we can't be, life is lifing. Adulting is adulting. We all wanted to grow up and here we are. No, it's okay. My inner child is so cute. Whenever I'm at this platform, I imagine her face. Her eyes are so big, and she came into the world and she had this psychic gift at 4 and 5. I remember talking to God in the bathroom. I was always a prayer. And dear God, and I just hope, and I would feel the Holy Spirit come over me, 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old. I had enemies everywhere I went. I was like, I said, what did I sign up for? This is crazy. Now she's laughing. She's laughing because now all that singing we did in our bedroom, now we get to sing to the world. Soul Tribe anthem songs, right? Listen, that's what my inner child is saying to me right now. So listen to your inner child. What was it that you didn't get to do? Who was it that you didn't get to be? And if you were around adults that, you know, they didn't heal from their inner childhood, or they were speaking things onto you by way of their own fears, forgive them and just be the person that you always wanted that inner child to be. Be the mom and the dad that you wanted your inner child to be. This does not mean that some of you did not have really good parents. Because if you really, really process it, it's all good. All of it. Even the sister and the brother that hated you, right? It's all good. It's all good. Nevertheless, let's read. It says, thrive in uncertainty. Take yourself out of your comfort zone. Do something you've never done before and embrace the thrill and courage. Wait, what is this? Oh, embrace the thrill and the courage that it took to do it. Okay, so let's read that again. Do something you've never done before and embrace the thrill and courage it took to do it. Next time, take a big leap. Why not? What else are you going to do? Whenever I say I can't do something, which can't is a horrible thing, it's a curse word in my opinion. Okay? Shout out to the adult that said to me when I was little, can't, whoop, couldn't until it could. And so I learned, hey, I can do anything. There's no such thing as can't. You can do anything you want to do, be that good, bad, or indifferent. Hopefully, wisely, you're making good decisions because as above, so below, we know what we put out, we absolutely will get back, right? Okay. So, yeah. I have what it takes to overcome tough times. That is the affirmation. This is the reading. This is the session, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a little something to, you know, get you through your day. Maybe you're on your lunch break. Maybe you just needed a reminder. Maybe this popped up on your thread at the right time. Maybe you're like, you know, I just need a little, you know, reminder. So this is what we do. We come, we touch and agree. Nobody's exempt from needing those beautiful, kind reminders from the universe, from other people, from other earth angels. This is just what it is. I love y'all. So we always end the sessions out, newcomers, by way of wrapping our arms around ourselves, hugging ourselves and saying, I love you. You are my #1 lady. You are my #1 guy. I love you so much. And you have every right to be here. I want the best for you, and I accept you exactly the way that you are. It's beautiful, isn't it? Loving on yourself. It's a real relationship. I love y'all. All my information is down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, it's not required. It is appreciated, though. I really do appreciate that. Shout out to the people that have, you know, just prayed for me, that have sent me love and light. I thank you. May your prayers and all the good energy that you put out towards me and everybody else and yourself, right? I pray that that does not go unrecognized by the universe. The Most High says it's His will. All is well. I love y'all so much. I will absolutely see you in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.